Welcome to Understanding Conscious Cryptids with me, Khat Hansen. I am bringing you this show in an attempt to educate you about the forgotten creatures and beings that exist alongside of us on this amazing planet that we call home. Many of these hidden beings are elusive and highly intelligent. Our ancient ancestors of North and South America knew of and understood these beings quite well. Many people are coming into contact with these elusive creatures, and they do not have any knowledge or understanding of what it is they are seeing and interacting with. This oftentimes leaves these individuals fearful and confused. It's my intention to shed some light and share knowledge through this series. I'm going to help alleviate that fear and confusion. It is time for the light to shine through the darkness. If you are interested in sharing your encounter, contact me directly at khathansen@yahoo.com, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Hi everyone, it's me, Kat. Welcome to Understanding Conscious Cryptids. How are you all doing today? I hope everyone's doing good. Today I'm going to talk about buttress drumming. Yeah, many of you are probably going, what the heck is that? Well, it's something that the male Sasquatch do. And I think people know it better as tree knocking, but I don't really think that's what researchers call it. I'm not familiar with what they call it. So basically, I'm just going to explain what it is, okay? Male Sasquatch used buttress drumming as a way to punctuate their more common hoot calls that they make, pant hoot calls, okay? And yeah, I know I'm using a term that is applied to chimps, okay? But it is the closest description that I can give as to what they are doing, okay? Males pant hoot for many reasons, okay? They do it to threaten rivals, they do it to intimidate and kind of bully potential mates. Buttress drumming is just pretty much a way to show off, okay? It's physically impressive. It requires a lot of muscle. It requires skill and timing to pull it off, okay? And this has led some of us to suppose that the drumming also is intended to shock and awe and surprise, okay? And because the sound of the drumming, carries further than the pant hoots, I believe it's how they could also let other Sasquatch communicate over long distances. But more importantly, you guys, this is the way they challenge each other. Yep, that's right. You hear the smacking of wood against a tree? It's them sending out a message of, come on, I want to fight. Just one smack will bring a contender usually, okay? 2 smacks means that there are humans here. Actual drumming means that they are calling everyone together. Yeah, I can hear some of you saying, but Kat, that doesn't sound right. Actually, it is, and if you're a researcher, you might want to see if what I'm telling you is the truth. Okay, so you can put it into play here and go out and try your smacking of the tree, and I'm telling everybody that you can't just pick up a rake, or something with an aluminum handle, a baseball bat or whatever, and hit the tree with it, okay? That's not going to work. What will work is if you pick up a wood baseball bat and smack the tree with it. And the reason that this works is because to them, it sounds as if you are picking up a tree or a tree branch just like one of them would do to call in a rival. Okay? So, if you hear this tree smacking, I'm not sure what researchers call it, so I'm just calling it what I call it. If you hear this is why I get so upset with people when they go out and they don't know what they're doing. So they figure, oh, well, I heard a wood knock, so I'm going to wood knock, but I'm not strong enough to wood knock, so I'm going to hit a tree. Okay, so there it goes. Okay, you've escalated it, because a tree knock is just a tree knock. It's them smacking the tree. You taking a baseball bat or whatever, another tree branch usually, and smacking the tree is an automatic to them call out of let's fight. And to get that is really kind of scary, because these guys have like a whole little ritual that they do before they ever escalate it to tree knocking. So to them, hearing the tree knocking, smacking noise is them being challenged. And that's not a good thing to have something that big, considering that it has sent them an email message or a physical message of smack the tree, you know. And I say physical because there are researchers out there, believe it or not, that are sending email messages to Sasquatch. I don't know. I don't even want to know how this works. I don't get it, okay? I just don't. So that, to me, is fringe. But that's neither here nor there, okay? My question for people today is, would you do this knowing that you could call in a Sasquatch and he doesn't have to come right then and there, okay? Because think about this. He's thinking about his response, and his thought process, pretty much as I've seen the males that are in my group act, are, should I kill it? Should I just rip its arms and legs off? Should I just maim it for life? You know, there's so much I could do here. And yes, that is their mentality towards each other. So they're hearing this wood knock, tree smack from a human being and not realizing it. Okay, so now they're going to call in, and they're not sure what their response is going to be, because they have to think about this, because there are rules, you know, to interacting with human beings. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about here is they do this too for potential mates. So there again, if you hear a tree knock and you answer back with a tree knock, and then you hear another tree knock, it could very well be the female. And what message are you sending to her? Okay? Because you don't know what she's saying, so you're just busy whacking the hell out of the tree, and you may have just promised her, you know, that you're going to live with her for the next 20 years and have 16 kids. I mean, seriously, it's like people need to stop and think about what they're doing, because if you don't, at some point, bad things happen. And that's just life on this planet, in this realm, okay? So you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Eventually, the response that you're going to get is not going to be a happy one. And then all hell will break loose, because you're going to have to fight for your life to get away from the Sasquatch that you pissed off by doing the tree knocking. Okay? These guys are very specific in their emotions. And I believe that the primatologist I spoke to is correct to some extent, because he was saying that he can tell when these beings, these apes, other apes, are turning violent by doing these tree knocks. He can tell. So that leads me to the point that I'm making, is if he can tell and it's escalating for them, it has to escalate at some point for us humans and them. So we're talking a dangerous road here. You really need to stop and think about what you're doing before you do it. I mean, there's a risk factor here. Are you willing to go out and just do the tree banging and not expect any response? Dangerous response. Let me clarify that. Dangerous response. Because there may come a point where the old adage of be careful what you wish for comes true here, because you called in something that is huge and wants to fight, and it doesn't really care now. Its testosterone hormones are all up there, and it's like, let's fight. So you're not going to be able to shoot it. I know you think you will be, but you won't. And it's going to make sure that you know you were in a fight. What a horrifying thought. If that doesn't scare the hell out of you, it should. Because I've been in a fight, and it's not fun. You run for your life. And if they catch you, we're talking broken bones at the bare minimum. Okay? That's the bare minimum. The rest of it is ugly. And the reason that they would do it is because you, in their eyes, were taunting them. And you were basically calling them out. So they said, okay, you called me out. I'm going to show you what I can do. And I just worry that people don't think about these things before they head out into the woods. And I really need them to start. Well, that's going to be the end of this lesson for today. Please join me again on Thursday when I will be uploading something new to my channel for this. In the meantime, please stay safe. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe. It lets me know a little bit about if my video is good, if it sucks, what needs to be done. I appreciate that. You know, I really do appreciate everyone coming to the channel and learning, because it is a big dream of mine to have this set up soon. So with that being said, I thank you all, and I hope you all have a great night, and I will talk to you soon.